Hello folks, and welcome to the first stream for Total War Rome 2, the Empire Divided campaign. Now, this campaign recently came out for Rome 2, and Total War Rome 2 has actually been out for a little bit. When it first came out, it was a buggy mess. Then they eventually relaunched it under the name Emperor Edition, which fixed a lot of those bugs, and yeah. So unlike Warhammer, which has about 2 campaigns, 3 campaigns in the first game, Rome 2 actually has quite a few. Of the games that I have right now, I have the Grand Campaign, the Imperator Augustus campaign, Empire Divided, which just came out, and what we'll be doing today, and Wrath of Sparta. There's also Caesar and Gaul and Hannibal at the Gates. So for this campaign, we are actually going to be, well, let's get started first of all. So the factions that we have Palmyra, Gallic, Rome, and Rome for the divided Roman Empire. And, well, let's do a quick overview here. Actually, hold on a moment. Okay. I don't know how the sound was on the recorded end. Oh, hey Tim. So you made it for the stream. Well, let's see. Empire Divided. Okay. So, following the death of Emperor Alexander Severus, the Roman Empire has fallen into deep crisis. Its generals conspire and fight amongst themselves, while its outer provinces, starved of the resources necessary to defend themselves adequately, have fallen prey to barbarian raids and the resurgent might of the new Persian Empire, the Sassanids. During this chaos, Rome's western provinces have seceded and formed a separate state, whilst in the east a new kingdom, one that aspires to become an empire, has arisen around the city of Palmyra in the Syrian desert. Infested with bandits and racked by civil war, the Roman Empire has never come so close to collapse. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if the music was a little loud there. I know on my recording settings, I have the general audio set to be a bit lower, but yeah, I figured that sound was a little loud. Okay, so we have the divided Roman Empire, which has 3 factions. The Germanic kingdoms, which has Saxony, Gothi, and Marcomanni. These ones are little factions. It looks like a couple of them are sort of considered hard. Eastern Empire, the Sassanids, which are pretty much like Persians. And then there's Armenia, which I'm guessing is something like a splinter group from them, because if you look at the Sassanids when they're selected, Armenia is a client state. But then regularly, for Armenia, it's separate. We have one nomadic tribe, the Alani, which would be an interesting thing to check out, but I don't think I'm going to do it for this campaign. And then finally, there's the Britannic Celts, the Caledoni, which start all the way up top here. So I've played them a little bit, and I was actually thinking about doing them for the campaign. Even though it's had their initial challenges hard, they're actually not too bad of a campaign or a group to use, especially because they have the Sacred Spring giving +6 sanitation. But I decided ultimately that I'm going to go with Gallic Rome and sort of fulfill the legacy of Caesar, since Caesar, or Julius Caesar, made himself known for conquering Gaul and all that. So the Gallic Rome, in the wake of barbarian invasions and instability, a commander named Postumus took his chance to establish autonomy in the provinces west of the Alps. This so-called Gallic Roman Empire had its own Praetorian Guard, elected its own consuls, and its own senate. Backed by the might of multiple foederati tribes, this new Western Rome aspired to take the throne of the most powerful faction in the known world. Alright, so there are two things. They have Romanization, which is a public order bonus from the presence of Latin culture, and Latin culture being the Latin religion. And then we have Administrators, minus 20% political action costs. Now, originally I started, or most campaigns I've done in Rome 2 have been on easy. This one I figure we can go to normal. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't go too bad. Because I'm not as good in Rome 2 as I am in Warhammer. I don't know what it is, but I'm not the best in this campaign. Or in this game, so let's get started.
To the north, Roman impostors, led by Tetricus, grow ever stronger. To the east, the usurper Queen Zenobia marches her armies into our lands. This is unacceptable. Give us an emperor from humble beginnings. Give us a leader our armies will follow. Give us Emperor Aurelian. Noble Tetricus, there are threats aplenty. To the east, over the Rhine, Germanic tribes are ready to cross the river and invade. Thwart their incursions, and then strike back to prevent future ones. Once the eastern borders are secured, prudence dictates that a march towards the city of Rome will strengthen your position. Only then should you challenge Emperor Aurelian, who reigns over Pannonia and its nearby provinces. Be mindful that while Britannia remains loyal, Lusitania and Hispania to the south suffer from delusions of independence. Watch them closely, as they may brew betrayal.
Well, that's interesting. Alright, so our first little objective here is to maintain 80 units in total. Now, we have troubled times. In recent years, the whole world has been torn by wars and strife. The weakening of the Roman Empire has given rise to banditry everywhere. Trade between settlements has become almost impossible. Standing armies and outposts can help increase the safety of provinces, while certain reforms can make settlements more self-sufficient. With cities being overcrowded, squalor has become a serious issue. If we are to avoid an outbreak of plague, we have to find ways to reduce squalor, such as sanitation buildings and reforms. Alright, so banditry is a new mechanic for this campaign, and if you look at whenever you select a region and you look at the province stuff, it shows some of the stuff on banditry. So my armies reduce it by 10, but the regions and trade routes add 24 total. So it's a total of 14. Now, I want to say that the regions part is added because of every region that you own. Well, let's see. Event forces, provinces. There's somewhere on here that I can look and see how many regions I have, I think. Let's see, settlements captured, current settlements held 17. Though this says 14 for regions. So maybe 3 regions don't contribute to it, something like that. It would be my guess. And then trade routes is 10. So if I look at this, it looks like I have 1 trade route with Britannia. 2, 3. So it could just be that trade routes overall give 10. Because I think I've noticed before just having 1 trade route added to banditry, I think. But I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. Eventually we'll get to something that we can test out. Anyways, our big threats we want to check out. So on the strategic overview screen, this is our area, the darker green. Magna Germania, I don't think we're at war with them. Or are we? Let's see. Faction ownership, diplomatic status. Okay, so we are with Magna Germania and Hercynia. Oh wait, oh no, Alemanni. That's who that is, okay. So these 2 provinces we want to try and take control of. Then we have Rome and the Roman pretenders down here that we need to take care of as well. Alright, let's exit strategic overview. And we'll build up the sort of outlying settlements first. Actually, let's do research. Now, I've noticed for this campaign, I can't recall for the regular Rome 2, but a lot of the starting research for buildings takes 1 turn. So you do this one, and then these 2 will be 1 turn. Start with civil, and then for the culture, and a couple other ones will be 1 turn. So you want to focus on the research that takes only 1 turn, because that you can use to sort of build up your forces a little bit quicker. Alright, so we have a Field of Mars here. Let's see. Auxiliary camp, that's what we want. Because that will do both garrison as well as let me recruit more forces. Alright, so village horse trainers. Let's see. Well, that gives a boost to horses in that. I do kind of wonder if I should build up maybe a field, let's see, Field of Mars, 3 Vigiles and 1 Skirmisher, 1 Vigile, 1 Skirmisher. Okay, so we want the Field of Mars for defense. Also, this is really weird setup for a province right here, this Germania Minor, because it's these 2, but this Treverorum is like separate, so it's a weird little thing, but whatever.
My sword is yours.
Alright, so I can inspire the local populace, which I believe would help public order. Let's look at our provinces. So public order wise, we are good. Belgica is currently importing food, but we have a couple that are exporting it, and our total food right now is at 7, so we're doing all right with food. Let's see, for armies, we have Legio 1. Quintus is our veteran. We have one fleet right now. Then we have this one, the Concordialis. Then Alpina and Gallica. So what I'm thinking is we'll probably move the Gallica one up here. Let's see, yes, because I'm building military buildings here. You, I am going to move there. This is probably the closest place that'll potentially be hit, especially by Roman forces. So building up some defense here will also help. I was hoping I can convert this one, but maybe I'll just do an auxiliary here. Oh, this is another thing. So this Mithraic gathering is part of a cult grouping. So if you, let's go to a different province where I can, we'll do that. So you'll see here there's this religious gathering, and it doesn't cost anything to build, though it will cost 500 to dismantle it. Well, from that religious gathering, there's like 3 different religions or whatever. There's the Mithraic ones, the Christians, and one other that I can't recall at the moment. Well, what those do is those create a separate religion here. So if you look at it, there's Latin, and actually there's nothing for Mithraic going on right now. Maybe it's just because we're in the first turn. Okay, we'll look at that in the next turn then. Alright, so this Legio Gallica group. We have some heavy skirmishers and some legionnaires. Let's start to build up a few more vigiles. Then we can add some Gallic warriors and more skirmishers. And let's see. Quite a smaller amount of wealth, increasing the further they are from their borders. Interesting. Agent's effects. Well, let's see. If I added him, we can do some military training with him. So, you know what? We'll do that. And I think the rest for this turn is just going to be building up for our economy. I think here I'm going to do an aqueduct, because growth is always a good thing. You also generally want to start with the ones that only require 1 growth, because that'll take less from you. Alright, Cinnabum. Well, I think Gallia overall I can probably devote to my economy. So let's do that. Do we have any special... We have village with loggers. Also, I'm trying to look and see if there's a building browser. Because I know there is in Attila and obviously in Warhammer. I'm actually not sure if there is a building browser in Rome 2. There's the encyclopedia, but that opens a web browser, and that's not really what I was looking to do. Whatever. I'll guess. Okay, so let's see. For right now, since you are here, and that's going to add squalor, let's do consecrated ground, because that I can build up into other things. Cinnabum. Let's have you work on food. And Julio Bana, I'll have you, let's see. We could reduce the banditry and increase tax rate with that. Let's see, food export ban penalty and bandit threat. Probably I could do that. Yeah, we could probably do that. Alright, and then I suppose I should also build up some of these forces as well. Alright, I'll leave the rest of it for right now. Eventually I'll have to build up other things, but I don't want to spend all of my currency right away. Oh, I need to do edicts here. Okay, well, let's go to Gallia. Since that is going to be focused on my economy, we'll do the tax rate there. Bavacum, since that is going to be like my front lines. Let's see. Auxiliary recruitment cost. That's what we want. And let's see. Coria, no. That one is done. This one. Let's see, what else? Could do more recruitment cost. Wealth from all commerce buildings. We'll have a lot of commerce buildings here. Let's see. Have a shrine, industrial, or loyalty, or tax rate. Or food in public order. You know what, I'll do food in public order here, I guess. Alright, so the Caledoni are attacking Britannia. So we'll enter the war on the side of our ally. Now Britannia and several other places are all part of, they're all our client states, so. Who wants a peace treaty? You want a peace treaty?
My elders suggest peace. What say you?
Only so I can focus on the other ones, so I'll take it for the moment. That way I can focus on this Alemanni, get rid of them. Alright, so Octodurus is about to be attacked, it looks like. If I did a forced march, I can get them there. Alright, so I did want to take a look, yes. So after one turn, that Mithraic culture did start to show up. So each of these little things produces a different culture and that sort of thing. And they have different little elements to them. So what Mithraic gatherings do is they reduce wealth from industry, but increase wealth from entertainment or culture. So does that mean that it kind of wants me to build a separate culture building here? Possibly. Let's build one and see. Alright. So we have Cambodum. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It's just not going to work. Well, let's see. If that's going to take food. This is going to be one squalor. So since we're going to end up having squalor showing up in Coria here, let's get started with... You know what, let's do a consecrated ground there. And here we're going to actually change it a little. Coria, or Octodurus. Well, if I took Mediolanum, that would take some of the potential problems out of the way. Let's just build a meeting place right now, I think. And then we can go from there.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders. Commander.
hunger. Get to it, men.
Alright, so another separate culture building, this Christian gathering. It does a -2 public order for each non-Christian temple or cult in this province. So you don't want to put any other ones here. Food is -1. It does do a good boost to sanitation though. And also helps army replenishment. So that can have some good boosts to it. Alright, so there's this village with an olive grove, and there's Narbo here. I think Narbo I'm going to make into a market sort of settlement, so focus on commerce and that sort of thing. So for that, probably just the meeting place, I think, yeah. That should work. Let's expand the city a little bit. We're not going to need any more. We're not going to need aqueducts because we have the Christian gathering there. So let's instead do suburbia. I could do that and have this focus more on wealth production as well.
At your command.
Alright, so we're going to continue doing research for our military units, so we'll start with that as well. Recruit a few more units into this army as well. I like to operate with a mostly 20 unit size army when dealing with the enemy.
There is a time when warriors must sheathe the sword and talk for the good.
Yeah, no. Not while you threaten Britannia. The rise of cults. These are dark times, and many have turned to the gods for their salvation. There has been an influx of new beliefs, some of which have attracted enough followers for cults to start spreading. These gatherings are not without merit, but can also become troublesome over time. It is for you to decide whether you will tolerate their presence or drive them away. Cult buildings can now be constructed in your cities. Alright, let's start with the political stuff as well now. Okay, you... not gonna move anymore, but let's build up your forces. So we don't really have any arrow men right now, so let's start with that. Alright, so we have the auxiliaries, Germanic spearmasters, Germanic skirmishers, and slingers. Or I can get cohors, spear warriors, and pikemen. Or I can probably afford to do both of them. I guess we could do that. Also taking a look, it looks like the Alemanni only have one province. So if I move against them, I can take them out pretty quickly, I think. And my veteran here leveled up. Let's take a look at what he does. So he has a guardsman thing naturally. The night is dark and full of terrors. Well, interesting, I guess. So, what Empire Divided starts that the other campaigns in Rome 2 didn't have was a little skill tree. So you start with like Paragon, Partisan, or Champion, which helps zeal, cunning, or authority. And then you can spread out to there, and eventually level up those particular skills as well. Well, as a veteran, we're going to probably want to focus on the zeal stuff. So I think I want to do the one that helps military training. So we'll start with champion, and then we'll eventually spread it out.
At your command.
The spirits tell us that we should offer you gold. We do not argue with spirits.
Well, it's good that they're offering me money now, but again, no. I almost wonder if I should have my forces... Ooh. Well, that's not good. And there's no retreat here. So they've sent Marcus with a bunch of Roman legionnaires and archers. With more legionnaires and archers. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Well, I can sally forth and engage them before they reach the settlements. Or I can fight it at the settlement. Well, do it at the settlement. Alright, well, just because they didn't look too good on the balance of power on the map doesn't mean that we'll necessarily lose this fight. I just gotta be smart about this. So it looks like they're starting from here, so they're likely to take this path. We have to defend here. Let's see.
At your service. Ready. Ready and waiting. We await your command. Brave Romans to a man. Yours to command. Orders. We await your command. Swords. By your command. Legionaries. Chariots. Ready for battle! Skirmishers! At your service! Skirmishers! At your service! Ready for orders. Orders understood. Skirmishers! As you say, we hunger for blood and battle.
Alright, I think I have my forces pretty much set up how we're going to do this. Hopefully it goes well. Otherwise this is not going to be good.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
Alright, so reinforcements are coming in from over here. Lots of Roman legionnaires and some cavalry as well. But if we can cause enough damage to these guys, we can focus our forces on the others. And I think for the most part, this section probably is going to be clear. Well, depends on what way this army goes.
Legionaries!
I might have to move them rather quickly here. We'll see.
those bastards! Right! Skirmishers!
Our banners flying proud!
We'll kill them all!
Okay, my heavy skirmishers are taking some fire from the archers, but they seem to be holding their own for the moment.
Skirmishers! Understood! Advance at speed! Proud Romans, melee infantry, ready! Forward!
Ready for orders!
At speed!
Advance!
Battle ready and eager! Forward! Chariots! Legionaries! Yours to command! By your command!
The enemy general is dead.
Alright, well that's good at least.
Skirmishers! Fire! Riders, advance! Orders! At speed! Advance at speed!
Yep, this is actually the Pretenders attacking me. So, they sent 2 armies. They're not full armies, so that might give me a chance of winning here.
Skirmishers! Take aim! Ready for battle! Missiles ready and waiting!
But if I don't take care of these guys soon, I'm gonna get hit with these legionnaires coming over.
Legionaries! Forward! Skirmishers! Aye! Battle ready! Skirmishers! Understood! Commander!
We await your command.
Ready and waiting!
By your command.
Swords! Engage!
Commander! Forward!
Skirmishers! Chariots! March!
Alright, I'm gonna have to try something. I didn't want to do this. Hopefully this works.
Ready yourselves!
Let's see how well the chariots are in here versus Warhammer.
By your command!
Our general is under attack.
Ready for orders! Advance at speed! Chariots! At speed! Quick march! We'll kill them all! Melee infantry at your command! Chariots!
Well, we took out about half of that force there, so that's not too bad.
Skirmishers! All right! Forward! Missile infantry ready! Legionaries! Commander!
I'll probably end up doing a similar attack on this group of legionaries.
Brave Romans to a man! Forward!
I hate doing this with a general, but so far it seems to be working pretty well.
The enemy general is dead.
Alright, both generals are dead now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Chariots! Double time! Romans ready for duty! Skirmishers! Chariots! Advance at speed! Charge! At speed! Man at the double! At forward! Advance!
I probably should have sent my chariots out sooner, but because it's my general, I didn't exactly want to do that.
Advance at speed! Pull back! Forward! Orders! Loose!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
For glory! At speed! Double time! Pack charge! Understood!
Come on, little archer dude, just break.
At your service! Pack advance! Chariots! Move! Advance at speed! At the double!
Alright, let's see if we can't take out this other group of armored archers.
We await your command! Legionaries! Loose! Move out! Follow me! Advance at speed! Pull back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
At forward! Proud Romans all! Skirmishers! Riders, forward! Engage! Orders understood! Double time!
I will say it does definitely help having gone through Warhammer
Charge!
in learning how to properly use chariots.
Legionaries! At Advance at speed!
Because you just ram through them, and then you keep going, then you turn around, and then you come back. Because you don't want to leave chariot units continuing to fight. You want them pretty much always on the move. Unfortunately, it requires a bit of micromanagement, so that is one negative about using a chariot. Alright, at that few units, we should be able to just attack them and take them out. Nope, and there they go.
Jupiter gives us strength! Ready for orders! Fire! Missiles awaiting targets! By your command!
Well, the good news is now it's just a matter of taking out the rest of these archers. The bad news is my units are definitely tired and trying to take them on. I don't know, we'll see.
Melee infantry ready! Ready for orders! Yes, Commander! At speed! Sons of Mars!
At least we're being given a good opportunity to take out a good amount of these units. And hopefully I haven't fully lost any of my
It's
groups.
turning in our favor.
Proud Romans all! Chariots! Charge! Orders! Fire on the enemy, Commander! Obliterate them! Forward! Map at the double! On me! To advance! Ready and waiting! At your service!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At the double!
Alright, they're almost gone.
At speed!
And that should be it. Yep. I think I'm just gonna end it. Costly victory, but it was a victory. Did we take out both armies? Okay, nice. Well, we can kill them, we can enslave them, or we can release them. We'll enslave them. Alright, I think I'm going to do assume power there. Now I will note that for the technology, I think it's pretty much the same for all the Roman factions, from what I can tell. So whether you play Gallic Rome, or Palmyra, I think it's probably the same. Palmyra it might be different, because I know Palmyra does have camel units. Alright, so Legio Gallica. I don't think I lost any units, so that's at least one good thing. It's going to take a few turns to rebuild my forces, but it is what it is.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
And I think I'll do a couple things of war dogs as well, because those are really good at hunting down fleeing units. Let's see, this Linomum, or Limom. I can't pronounce half the names here. This place. I'll need to put in some consecrated ground, because with the village workshop and all that, it's going to be end up creating squalor and all that fun stuff. Gergovia, what about you? You're going to make squalor as well. Can't do anything else right now. I could do a regular religious gathering, but doing anything beyond that will have issues, so I'll just wait for the moment. Plus, I'm out of money, so I can't do anything anyways. Alright, another level up for my leader here. Let's see. You know what, we'll do that, because I think that could be useful. Alright, Octodurus, you can start to go up. What did I say that I was going to do here? We have trader, local commerce, entertainment. That one does entertainment and public order. So I'm going to want an auditorium here. Wealth from all sources, wealth from agriculture. We're going to want wealth from all sources. Yes. I wonder if I should do a cult here. Well, let's see. The Latin is pretty much the dominating force here. I think I'll just do consecrated ground. And let me take a look again. Summary. Try to remember what my faction details were again. Because there was something about Latin that, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember. Oh well. Diplomacy, technology, trade and finance. That doesn't appear to be it. I can't remember for the life of me. Oh well. Now politics stuff, let's see. I can hire a statesman and put them to sort of govern some of the different places. Let's see. We have the Patrici Council, or the Viri Agregi? Well, let's look at the political situation. Patrici Council is small, the Viri is the small list. So let's do that then. A Viri guy. Hire him. Oh, here we are. This guy. Okay, so I can put you as administrator, but I don't have enough money. So we'll do it next turn. Slums. As a result of ruin or neglect, slums have developed in this settlement. Work will be needed if the slums are to be removed. And lovely, now we have a plague outbreak. Oh, so apparently if you open up a, if you open something up, slums will just appear there, maybe? Oh, it could be. Alright, so Squalor is 2 right now. Do I have anything? Let's see, that's doing the Squalor. You, Public Forum, do you do anything to help with Squalor? If not, I might have to convert you over. Looks like I'm gonna have to convert you over. So we'll dismantle you. You do stuff with Squalor. Alright, it looks like most of these do at least 3 sanitation. So we'll probably do, well, let's see. This place is industry. So we want something that helps industry. Wealth from industry buildings. Shrine of Jupiter. Culture. Wealth from all sources. Let's do industry. Because that one's probably going to be industry as well. Yeah, that even helps industry. Okay. And how are our forces down here doing? They are almost fully healed up. I can also make pikemen cohorts. Auxiliary Germanic axe warriors. Well, let's see. Let's do one thing of slingers. Any of these guys that I want to switch out. Let's see. Vigiles versus pikemen. Attack is better. Apparently pikemen don't receive a bonus versus large, which is weird, but okay. I think I could probably leave most of this setup as it is. Maybe switch out one Vigiles for a cohorts. Alright, so that should be good for them. Let's see. The auxiliary garrison provides recruitment of Germanic heavy infantry. The legionary barracks does Gallic heavy skirmishers, longsword cohorts, and Gallic legionnaires. So we'll want both of those, but we can't do those until we do this research. Okay. Night, Tim. Catch you later. And the Elamani are attacking. Well, fudge. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do this, so I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Have them be aggressive. It was only a matter of time before that happened, but I was hoping I'd still have a little bit of time. Alright, you are going to force march out over here. You're not going to be able to get there exactly, or can you? Let's see, can I get you here? No, I cannot. Grr. Alright, well hopefully you just won't be attacked by them right away. Hopefully. We're gonna move those guys up. Hopefully they can, if they do move to make an attack, they'll attack those guys. They can retreat, and then they can head in. Alright. That should be the plan. Alright, so they're attacking as I figured. Let's retreat. Did they follow after us? No. But they are moving. Oh, lovely, an ambush. Well, let's fight it.
Enemies have ambushed you.
And what the hell happened to the
surprise, but there will not be time to move your army until the fight.
My general here? It looked like he took a big hit
that the
to
enemy may
his
attack from both
health.
sides of the road, so you may need to defend in two directions.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Romans ready for duty. Look to your mates now.
Our general is under attack.
Stand and hold. Charge! Chariots! We will pierce their hearts! Chariots! At the double! By your command! Proud Romans all!
Missiles awaiting targets! At your service!
Take aim! Fire!
Missile infantry!
Slingers! Quick march! Chariots!
The men are wavering.
At your service! War dogs! Engage! Back, men! Back! Legionaries! Slingers! War dogs!
Commander! Orders by your command!
Fire on the enemy!
Ready! Ready yourselves! Ready for orders!
War dogs!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Legionaries! To forward! Understood!
Your orders!
Loose!
Skirmishes!
War dogs!
Orders understood!
Engage!
Okay, so the war dogs do not work as they did in
Our men
Warhammer.
flee the field of battle.
Hello, Warrior Apache. Welcome to the stream. Or, oh, I think you may have already left.
Follow me! Sons of Mars!
Yours to command!
Legionaries! Break up!
Commander!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
At speed! Victory!
And why can't you release the animals? What is going on?
Unit has perished.
I don't know what's going on with them. Unless it's because of them being involved in an ambush? I have no idea.
Germanic warriors! Swing on!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Quick march! Yes, Commander. Missiles awaiting targets. At your service. Double time! Advance at speed! At the double! Missile infantry! Battle ready and eager! Orders! Double time! Advance! Sons of Odin!
Well, I've almost lost all of my swordsmen and all that. That's not good.
Fire on the enemy! Chariots! Advance at speed! At the double! Back!
Our men flee the field of battle.
And there goes the general. Oh, great. We're gonna lose this battle.
Swingers! Skirmishers! Battle ready and eager! Battle ready and eager!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Warriors eager for blood! Tremble before us!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Warriors of Germania! Thank you! He needed killing! We hunger for blood and battle! Tremble before us! Warriors eager for blood! Missile infantry ready!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Skirmishers!
Warriors eager for blood, hunters!
Skirmishers! Back, men!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, can we just shut you up?
As you say!
Suppress advice panel, yes.
The owner of that head! Warriors eager for blood!
Because I don't need to hear every single time, your men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Warriors, move out! Move round! Towards you! Battle ready and eager! At charge! Withdraw!
Warriors of Germania!
Skirmishers!
And we're at the army losses point, which means it's dead. There goes everything. Well, that's irritating.
Retreat, men! Retreat!
Well, at least they weren't completely decimated. Banditry, missing supplies. Lovely.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so my emperor is still alive. Let's have you retreat.
Ready for further orders. At your command.
Now you can go on in and take that. Hopefully their forces are weakened enough.
Power before Rome! Ready for orders. At your command.
Alright, the good news is everything is still intact. The bad news is I don't know what exactly they're going to do.
At your command. I don't care how tired you are. Ready for orders.
Alright, you are not going to be fully replenished for 14 turns. That is a mess. Let's see, do I have anything here that helps with replenishing? Cattle trader, that, and the library. Nope, nothing here helps with replenishing. Well, fudge. Let's see, Germania Minor, Argent, whatever. You're kinda on the field of battle of sorts. But I don't think I'll do anything with you just yet. I think I'll do this town first. Alright, well that Vigiles Urbani will help with banditry. Look at it. 14, 10, buildings, only 2. So wait, oh, well. So that has regions, and this has regions and trade routes, as to why this is so bad. Oh. Because that trade... Okay. So the trade route for banditry actually has to be a trade route that leads through here. So for here, for example, it leads... That's the trade route for Gallic, Rome, Lusitania, Hispania. Or is that all my trade routes? That's all my trade routes, I think. Because we have this trade route. And are they affected by it? Well, let's see. Do we have anything here that shows? No. I was gonna see if sea trade routes are affected by banditry, or if it's just land trade routes. Alright, this place really needs some help, so let's put in some aqueducts. And Gergovia, let's do some consecrated ground. Let's see. Unless I really focused on doing industry stuff here. In which case I may almost want to do a cult, but... Well, let's see. If I was doing industry, I wouldn't want to do Mithraic, because that hurts industry. Let's see. There is one other cult. Do we have one of our regular cult setups here? No. Let's do a religious or gathering here for now. And then we'll look at the other cult options. Oh yeah, most important thing, I should probably boost up my forces here. Let's see, Spearmasters versus Vigiles. The Spearmasters, I believe, are better. Pretty much looks that way. Oh, especially with their melee defense.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
And there goes all my food. Well, hopefully they won't die here.
Ready for battle.
And then Quintus here, I'm going to send him out to join that army. Gaius Tetricus. You are... oh, you. Oh, Tetricus, that's the Emperor dude. Okay. He finally leveled up. Alright. Well, what do we want to do for him? Let's see. Great leader. This character cannot be killed, only wounded. Increases tax rate, public order, gravitas, influence, upkeep for all land units, army only. So let's see, we have lawkeeper. That is useful for several things. I think I'll do Master Attacker for him. Alright, probably nothing else I can do for this turn, so let's end it. Hopefully these guys don't decide, oh, let's go attack them now. Hopefully they're weak enough to not do that.
The Senate requests that you join this war as honor.
No.
Not honor.
I have no need to do that war right now. Go away from Octodurus. The Eternal River Prologue. Gaius Tetricus. Time itself can be perceived as river, flowing in a single direction, dragging men with its current like so many pieces of driftwood. Some men are small, insignificant even, and are resigned to being carried by the water of time without even a sigh. Others are heavier and bulkier. Such men grow as they float downstream, and at some point they reach such size that they alter the course of the river itself. I, Gaius Pius Esuvius Tetricus, am one such man, and in this book I shall attempt to relate the story of other men of this ilk. Study it diligently, O noble reader, and pick the ripe fruits of knowledge for yourself. Alright, so those guys are heading towards Octodurus. Best bet is probably to follow them. Ooh, suffer losses due to attrition while crossing mountain passes. Well, that's not good. If I sent them into a forced march, they will not be able to reach it. But they won't be taking attrition there. So we're probably going to lose Octodurus. But we'll be able to eventually take out the rest of these guys, I think. Alright, well, while I have a moment to upgrade Coria, I can do the Shield Maker or I can do a Blacksmith. I think I'll do a Shield Maker because that helps both shields and armor. And eventually there's Limonium here that I can boost as well. And that I can do the Blacksmith for.
Get that shield up! At your command. We hunger for battle.
And Caius Tetricus, who is that? Summary, politics, character. I have Gaius. Caius Tetricus. Proletari Collegium. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do something with this guy. Okay. Well, let's see. You can do a Gladius. He doesn't need either of those. Because I am going to have him as an administrator. Let's send him here, sure. Political intrigue. A new political intrigue has developed. Intrigue, organized games. Consequence, the games were a great success, increasing public order in the province.
For the glory of Rome.
The spirits tell us that we should offer you gold.
You still want peace, but not while you're at war with Britannia.
I come to ask
No,
this.
I don't want to join your war. Alright, as expected, they move into attack. There's no hope with them, so let's do a protective stance. But the important thing is that they should take this, be stuck there, because there is no sacking, as far as I know. This character's mission has ended. Increase in rank. That was my leader here. So let's see. Zeal, campaign, map, movement range. That's pretty good. So we'll do that. Normal stance, and let's move in. Alright, only because I want to take these guys out, I'll do an assault.
Warriors, ready!
Yours to command.
We await your command. At your service. Swords! Ready for orders. Swords!
By your command. Commander, ready and waiting. By your command.
Understood. Pikes. Chariots. Commander.
Alright, so everything is ready. We'll enter a formation group, and let's get started.
Move out.
It took me the longest time to figure out this formation group thing, because I was so used to formation group in Warhammer that where you click the little button that's next to the group number, that whenever I tried to do it in Total War Rome 2, I'd get confused and couldn't find it.
At speed.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
March! We await your command. Missiles awaiting targets.
Ready to fire!
Chariots! Pikemen! Ready!
Cheer, you miserable lots! Cheer!
Battle ready and eager!
Yours to command.
By your command, melee troops awaiting orders.
Legionaries! Legionaries!
Melee troops!
Attacking Testudo!
Chariots!
Legionaries!
Pikemen! Charge! Jupiter gives us
Our general is under attack.
orders. Melee troops awaiting orders. At the double! We await your command.
Quick march! Advance at speed!
Veteran spears! Spears! We'll kill them all! Ah! Kill, kill, kill!
Pikemen!
Swords!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Chariots!
And the good thing about this battle being a one that's at a settlement is will pretty much ensure the destruction of this entire army.
By your command! Swords!
Your orders! Chariots!
At speed! Quick march!
And the battle is almost over here. Alright, well that's one good thing at least. And I thought I told that advisor to shut up. Alright, we're not even going to occupy, since it's originally our location. I almost raised the place, that would have been good. Alright, time to start building up that place again. Alright, Korea. Let's see. Since this is industry, we'll want to do industry. But whatever. Let's see, what to do with you? We have market, civil, or farming. I could use a farming settlement out here. This province is actually consuming food right now. So, you know what? We'll do that. And then I'll build some farms here.
Ready for battle.
And my general got a little boost. Let's see. All sword armed or armor. We'll do the gladius. Okay. So the emperor is a master attacker. I think for him, I'll do a strategist. Give him the movement range. And I should, well, I'd recruit units, but I don't have any right now. Any money. And I do have to be careful with my food, because I'm almost to the point of not having enough.
Morsel. Now, like a wolf at the door, perhaps you will go find better hunting somewhere else.
You know what? For the time being, I'll take it. They're still at war with Britannia, and I'll probably join that war pretty soon, but not yet. Economic intent. As your dominions grow, the need to fill your coffers increases. Of the many lucrative endeavors open to you, which seems most profitable? Trade, agrarian yield, or raw material? I think we're going to do raw material. We've been doing a lot of industry lately. Alright, and then there's this little naval force there. Can I take him out? I might be able to. Well, at least sent them running. I should probably recruit some units into this force, though. I do need the skilled shipwrights research. So, I'll wait on that. The Emperor's forces is still recruiting slowly. Oh, he's still in forced march. That's why I can't recruit any more units into his group. I'm gonna build up this force first, I think. Let's see, we have the slingers. Their missile damage is 29. The hunters have a good range as well. The slingers actually have more ammunition. So let's do 2 slingers and 2 hunters. I'm not even going to do those war dogs because that was just a complete waste when I did it. I don't know what was... I don't know if it was because it was an ambush that I was in or what, but that was just a complete waste. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Your agriculture. So you know what? Let's build that there, because I need food. Uh-oh, but Squalor's hitting. Crud, crud. I guess I'll do that instead. Well, is there somewhere here that I can do food? Let's see. You can't really do anything yet. Gallic light cavalry I could recruit, but you know what? I think I'll do that. You know what? I'm gonna change this. Dismantle that. Build this. And then I'll build that stable there as soon as I'm able to.
Rome has much respect for your might.
In time, in
Justify our
time.
admiration and act in this instance.
Why do you have, let's see, treaties, oh, cultural aversion, that's why you don't like me? I'll join your war as soon as I take care of some of my own issues. Food shortage, Gallic Rome. There's a shortage of food across your lands. The people struggle to eat and whisper of your failures as leader. You can exempt your hungriest provinces from tax to remove them from the food system, and your advisors suggest that it might be wise to invest in more food-producing buildings. Well, duh. So now these guys are going to start to take hits. Lovely. How long till I have another food building? Let's see. You start that. I should do some food at one of these places. Well, you have the port going. Let's see. I could do it here. Yeah, we'll do it there as soon as I get more stuff going. More money. So long as I finish this relatively quickly, I should do alright. Alright, you want trade? Well, sure. Attrition because of the food stuff. I know. These are tough times, and the people are gripped by fear. The Senate urges you to look for answers in the mystical Sibylline books. What is it that you seek to achieve above all else in the following years? Victory. And one more turn before I can start to research the stuff for better fields and all that. Yeah, there's not much else I can do right now. We're not going to grow any because of our food shortage. Hopefully our military units don't take too much more attrition. Oh fudge. Retreat! Oh, don't tell me you're gonna end up being hit. Oh no. Okay, phew, good. I was afraid they were gonna get attacked.
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting. Can you help with this small matter?
Well, we could. Yeah, just to have another force to use.
An attack would be prudent. What say your general?
In time. Alright, excerpt from the River Eternal. And so the tyranny of King Tarquinius Superbus over Rome was unbearable, offensive to men and gods alike. Fortunately, the people could rely on the courage of Lucius Junius Brutus to save them from royal transgressions. But I hear you ask, what was the proper way for he and his associates to do so? Kill the king, exile the king, reason, or undermine? Well, kill the king. It's the Roman way. For the tyrant, a blade and nothing else. Alright, our food issue is starting to be resolved, so that's good. But we really do need a surplus of food to get started. Especially for our making up for the unit replenishment.
Yes. Going a port. Ready for orders.
Well, I can boost this village here. That will help with some of my issues.
Yes.
And for the moment, I'm going to recruit some raiding units. They're definitely not the best, but it's at least providing me more bodies for my navy.
We hunger for battle.
Alright, I don't need any more ranged units here. So let's do some cohorts. We'll do a full group of 4 there before we start to do some of the anti-cavalry units.
Ready for battle.
And these guys, it's going to be 4 turns until they're replenished. Well, that sucks.
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting. Can you...
Rome has... Perhaps, in your wisdom, you might find time to attack these people.
I have issues, my client states. Deal with them yourself. Alright, let's see. The stuff for my harbors and that sort of thing.
Ready for orders.
And let's see, I have 4 food, plus 3% unit replenishment. Okay, we're getting started. Let's continue upon that. Horse pens, yes. Although if I do that, I'll need to boost my sanitation. Who here is good for agriculture? Eventually I'll remember which of these gods does which. Cernussus, okay. I think I could probably do the civil one here. What are things looking like for sanitation? Oh, no squalor so far. Okay. So, civil colonia. And, let's see. We have coin. That does banditry. I don't exactly want to do that. Jeweler. Hits public order, but I can probably afford it. Plus 10 wealth from all commerce. I'm thinking probably the jeweler.
At your command.
And I used up all my money, so I can't recruit anymore. Oh well.
Mars be praised.
Alright, at the new day's dawn, the keepers emerge from their sanctum. Their interpretation of the Sibylline books is that if you seek victory, you need to create a larger statue of Victoria. Victory, the costs and benefits of fulfilling the prophecy of victory. Plus 15% unit replenishment. Hit to wealth from culture. Plus 20% experience gain rate for all units. Let's do it. And we only lost 100 gold, so we're not getting much in the way of stuff from whatchamacallit, culture. 2, 1, okay. Either way, they are pretty much going to be all replenished. Let's move you as well, because I'm going to move up all my forces to try and take Bergium and reduce the number of issues we have right now. Before I do that, though, let's take a look again. Malay tech. So I haven't decided what path I'm going with him yet. Oh, I forgot about that. Forces Quintus. Military training. Alright. So that should help with my units, gradually increasing their ranks and such. Alright, now I have to decide what to focus on here. Basilicas, colonias, weaponsmith, and all that. Increasing my weapons in that would be useful. Oh, I should do that to restore markets. The only bad thing, and I shouldn't say it because it's probably going to happen, is if those barbarian guys... No, not yet. Let's see. Again, no. I have my own issues, AI. Alright. Hopefully they don't move. And there they go. Well, so much for making progress. But at least they're within range to take him out. Gaius Tetricus. Perilous as it may have seemed, it was possible to kill the king. His kin would remain, and they would either hunger for revenge or be humbled by the realization that death awaited them, as well if they were to oppose Brutus. In truth, the king was exiled, and when he returned in force, he was defeated in battle. In this way, the Republic was established so long ago. Alright, so they're going to be able to make it. They are going to be a little short, but they should still be within range. Alright, them, I'm not even going to give them the favor of battle, and I'm just going to auto-resolve it.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. At your command.
Guys, you keep falling apart in battle. You're not doing very good there. But let's continue recruiting for your forces. 2 more spearmasters, I think? Probably, yeah.
Rome needs good fighters.
Oh, it reduced it. Boo. Because I think I had that all the way up. So they just went in and they pillaged. Darn barbarians. And of course now I have to try and remember what exactly I was building here. I know I had that for the consecrated ground. Was I doing food there? No, I wasn't doing food here. Oh, auxiliary barracks, the field of Mars was here. That's what it was.
At your command.
Alright. So the actual Legion has a boost now. I'm thinking, well, let's see. This is for Caius. He has a good mixture of forces, but I think I'll probably boost his melee units. I could give him a boost for mercenary units as well. Something to think about. I think for the moment I'll do that covert expert. Protection expiring. You are still protected from a secession or civil war, but this will expire in 3 turns. Mithraic feasts, plus 15% wealth from subsistence and culture.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. Commander, at your command. Make haste, men. That path is blocked. At once. At your command. March. Ready for... on the move.
Alright, well... Oh, are you serious? Well, get out of there then. Don't be stuck in that little attrition zone. Oh, of course, where they are now, they're not going to heal. So keep you there then.
Ready for orders.
Alright. I need to do a field pretty soon. Of course, fields are going to do squalor, so I'm going to have to build more consecrated ground. It's always a big balancing act with all of the buildings in Rome 2. You don't want them to take too much food, and if they produce too much squalor, you're in trouble as well.
Would be prudent. What say your generals? Are they courageous? Are they?
Of course my generals are courageous. It's just a matter of timing. Trading ships from a distant land have arrived at port. The foreigners look like they could use a bath, but offer to trade exotic animals. Sure. Although it's probably going to end up leading to a plague of some kind. Since that loves to happen, or at least it did in the last little playthrough that I did. Alright, so let's see. This is going to become squalor. So you know what, let's actually get rid of you, because I'm going to have to deal with that. You're already going through squalor, lovely. Three squalor total from all of that. Well, I can take care of that with a religious building, so should hopefully be alright. Ooh, but I gotta be careful, because religious buildings could cause issues. Let's see, events, taxes, slaves. Well, I could just put another Christian cult there. Just have the whole place go Christian. Hopefully they don't cause issues there.
Commander? Ready for battle. Advance. You have further orders? We hunger for battle. At once. Your next command?
Alright, we're almost in range of Bergium. I think I'll end one more turn, and then we can see where things go there. Ooh, regular Rome took some place. Actually, they're taking quite a few places from the Roman pretenders. Healing Spring, yay! Alright, Korea, you need to do the industry stuff, right? Yes. So we'll start you with that.
Ready for orders. Make haste, men. Ready for further orders. Ready for battle.
Let's see. We have 13 there. 5 there.
Commander,
Let's move in.
we take this settlement for Rome! Laying siege to the
Oh.
settlement!
Yeah, we'll do good, so we're just gonna auto-resolve it. Protective, aggressive, balanced, aggressive. And overall, not too bad. We can occupy, loot, subjugate. Depending on your cultural background, the conquered faction will become either as client state or satrapy of yours. All captives are enslaved. Now I could subjugate them. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do.
Is that all? Haste, men.
Seems to be the Roman
Ready
way.
for battle. Commander,
Of course, this could come to bite us in the butt later on, but we'll deal with it then. Alright, what else do we want to do? 300 wealth per turn from the Imperial Treasury, why not? Alright folks, I think I'll end one more turn, so that, much like the regular total, or the Warhammer games, it'll be all ready to go when we start the next episode. Oh, gotta do another update. This one for the other legion. So for them, I think I'm gonna do accomplished skirmishers.
Glory could be yours. Take it in open battle against these people. Rome would stand with you.
Alright, so Numidia has owner Rome, owner Numidia. So Numidia has 2 provinces. Hispania Citerior has already taken some of that. So I could join their war, and they're offering a good amount of money for it. But I think I want to consolidate things up here and take out the Caledoni. So I'll wait on that. You are no longer protected from secession or civil war, and a stolen eagle. Oh no! Someone stole the standard. Alright folks, that is it for this episode. Tell me what you think of it so far. I think the premise is relatively interesting, a shattered Roman Empire. And I know I saw someone on Reddit post that they don't understand, or no, maybe it was the Steam reviews, something like that, that said they didn't understand why they're doing this era in Rome 2 instead of Attila. But I kind of understand why. Rome before 400 BC was a different animal than it was afterwards, or 400 AD, not 400 BC. 400 AD was an entirely different animal than it was beforehand. So even though this is after the birth of Christ and all the other things that came with that, there's still a different cultural era, I guess, you know. A difference between the late Bronze Age and the Dark Ages that started with the fall of Rome and that sort of thing. Alright folks, see you in the next episode. I'll be doing these Total War Rome 2 playthroughs every Thursday and Tuesday. Sundays are going to continue to be the Warhammer 2 campaign with the Skaven and all that for Mortal Empires. Once I get done with that campaign, I might check out Warzone 2100, but we'll cover that when we get to it. So, see you folks in the next episode.